my name is Taylor, my middle name is Lynn, and I am the owner of Mint by Lynn. It's a small shop, mostly clothing and accessories that I run on Etsy, and I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. Last week I just did Fan Expo Philadelphia, so now I'm in the process of what's next. So I need to restock, so I'm going to have to look at a list of materials that I need and see, okay, what fabrics do I need to buy, what new charms or stickers do I need to buy. I also want to plan a few more products based on what people were saying at the convention, because a lot of you guys had some pretty good ideas and I agree with you. So that's really fun. And then I'm working on my collab, which I think will be a separate video, maybe, we'll see. And then I also have a commission that I'm working on. So all of these things, we're rolling, keeping busy. Today I'm going to be editing the video for Fan Expo, and I'm also going to be going to Joann's later to grab a few things. Alright, so I decided to change up the free stickers that I give out with my Etsy stuff. So I did a new Mischief series one, as well as I had Cup of Nyx do another little guy with both of them together. So these are going to be a little bit bigger stickers than before, so hopefully you guys like those. I also decided to redo my Etsy banner, and then I also am using this for my YouTube banner, just as a little rebranding. Then I also edited a thumbnail. So first I was going in this direction, and then I kind of just decided to go in a totally different one. So I think I'm going to end up with this guy. Can I tell you how frustrating it's been trying to upload to YouTube? Oh my god. I don't know if it's because I'm using my tablet, but it just keeps getting interrupted, and then the uploading keeps pausing, and then I have to redo it because it just doesn't reconnect. So this is like the 5th or 6th time I'm doing this, and I've made it to the processing. So hopefully this time it works. Oh my god. Alright, so I realize I'm kind of stressing a little bit. I have a lot of deadlines that are coming up really soon, and I have this commission that's been kind of hanging over my head for the last few months, and I need to get that done, but I need to do stuff for the collab, and I have to start sewing stuff because June's almost over, and then there's just July, and then it's the convention. So I think the best thing for me to do is to just start chipping away and hopefully feel better later. I have two things that I want to do. One, I need to take inventory of the amount of blank t-shirts that I have so I can make more of these and more bird shirts. So I'll be doing that, and then I will be trying out seeing if I can finish a full soccer ball cat toy today. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so I don't think the soccer ball is going to be terrible, because I have made a giant soccer ball before for my Inazuma 11 soccer marriage, but the pieces are so tiny in comparison, so we'll see. So I do want to do it off of blue lock, so my thought is, so I'm going to have like kind of a black base, and I'm either going to do the dark navy or this slightly lighter blue. So I'm going to do half of the soccer ball in the dark blue, and then the other half in the light blue, and then I'm going to see which one I like better. But in like blue lock colors, I kind of want to try doing the the stitching in this like tennis ball green. Maybe. Let's give it a shot, huh? It looks disgusting from that side, but I just have one little guy left, and then I'm going to stuff it, and we're going to see how it goes. The stitching doesn't show at all. I was kind of hoping it would, just for a little pop of green, but it doesn't. It's also a little bigger than I wanted it to be, but to make it even smaller is sus. Hello, chef. I did fill it with the goods. She seems to not be interested today. So I just designed this little guy, and I think it's really cute, actually. I might change the background of it a little tiny bit with like the water and the plants a little bit. But overall, I think the colors are really cute. When I was selling the stickers, what I noticed is that there were the original turtle ducks and then there was the color turtle duck. This guy turned a lot of people off because of how much color it was. And I think everyone really liked this, but I think this is too kind of bland. So I think going in the middle and having a little bit of color looks nice. So I just woke up to having 8 orders on Etsy, which is really cool, but also I've never done that many at one time before. So I'm hoping I can get them all done before I go to work this morning. We'll see, yeah? Wow. I've never seen a more beautiful sight. I'm kind of homies with the USPS guys, and I think they're gonna be like, oh my god, and I'm gonna be like, I know, oh my god. I will say thank you to my girlfriend because she has been kind of, here, let me show you. She's been pre-packing some of my bestsellers with everything that it kind of needs, so it's definitely helping making this go faster. Okay, so I just threw on a quick wig since I don't have hair. We're gonna do a little scrunchy photo shoot real quick, just so we have some pictures for Etsy. Good morning, everyone. It is bright and early on a Saturday morning, and today is a mega grind day. So at the beginning of this week, I kind of told myself, okay, this is a project that you need to devote your whole time to, and you need your brain on this task. So because I'm working with a fabric that you can't mess up on, or else you have to recut it and redo it, because once you puncture it with the needle, it's done. So I really needed to be conscious and focused of what I'm doing. So I couldn't do that after my day job. I was just too tired, I think. Like some things like doing like volleyballs or soccer balls, whatever, that's something that I can do without using too much of my brain once I have like the patterns together. As you can tell maybe from my voice, yesterday, right before I was starting my collab meeting with Kai, my voice started going, and then during the meeting, my nose started running, and I was like, oh no. I know why I'm sick. It's not a surprise to me, but yeah, so I gotta work on this commission. I have to. I gotta get it done. Once I do, I think I'll just feel so much better. I will just be doing that all day, probably. I'll probably have a breaking point at some point and then have to pick it up again tomorrow. But as of now, this is where we're at. Alright, with the completion of the fanny pack, this commission is completely done. So we have the top, we have pants, we have the fanny pack, and we also have a t-shirt, but I already gave that to him. So this has been many months in the making, so it went through so many different forms of patterning, trial and error, and we finally got here. So from sketch to this, I think it turned out pretty well. So can't be happier. Okay, so I'd like to give my review on this fabric. So this is the mirror foil fabric from Yaya Han. I found it to be the best fit for what we were working on. So this is kind of the original sketch that I had, and then this is kind of where we ended up. And so we wanted something that was going to be stretchy, but that still gave us the characteristics kind of like spandex, but then also had the kind of shine that we really wanted. So this ended up being the best quality that I found. I had ordered in a few other samples. They looked kind of, I don't want to say cheap, but they looked more like dance costume stuff, and that wasn't what my client was going for. And I also was like, nah, man, this stuff I think is gonna be really cool. So we ended up doing that. And then, so I just want to give a few tips with sewing with this. So I found that I needed to stabilize all of my fabric before sewing it. So I have an overlock machine, and that's, I would say, the best to use with this. But before you use the overlock machine, you have to stabilize your fabric. So I stabilized it with my sewing machine first, and then I put it through my overlock machine, because the fabric, when put together, rubs like this, really slippery, but then when you put it on your feet, it sticks to the feet. So then it's like slowly dragging one further than the other, and it's just not balanced, and then you have a product and you're like, what the heck happened? Whatever. So you could use like a walking foot on your sewing machine if you have one. I think that like the ones that have like the little wheels on the bottom, I think that could be fine, or you could probably try the tape trick. My feet don't really, the one I like to use doesn't really have like a flat bottom, so the tape trick wouldn't have really done much for me. But also try not to use your zipper foot on this fabric because it pulls it in a weird direction. So whenever I was doing top stitch, I actually, like by the zipper, I actually used my regular foot, and it worked a lot better than trying to use the zipper foot to do that. So definitely recommend that. But yeah, I think overall this fabric turned out really well. I will say it gets very warm, so just FYI to anybody wearing it. Definitely use a stretchy, like if you don't have an overlock machine, which most people probably don't, definitely look into stitches on your sewing machine that can kind of simulate that, whether it's like a zigzag or something like that, because if you're using it as its purpose, which is supposed to be like a super tight bodysuit, it's gonna want to stretch, and this kind of stretches in both directions. One definitely one way a little bit more than the other, but you're definitely gonna want a stretchable one, or else it's just gonna snap. Because I could hear in places where like I stabilized the fabric, and then he would like try it on, and then it was like ripping, and I was like, oh, don't worry about that, don't worry about it, it's just a stabilizing thread, it's not going to do anything because I overlocked it, and it's great, it's perfect. So definitely think about that before you use this. Like, do some tests with your sewing machine. Yeah, good luck using this. It is a little rough to use, to work with, but I think the ending product looks amazing. So props to Yaya Han for creating some really great, cool fabrics. All right, so we are a little over a month away from my next con. I bought a bunch of stuff for restock, so I bought more of the white t-shirts, more of the black t-shirts. I ordered the Dreamer tee restock. I'm waiting to do the Mischief restock because I'm going to be getting samples soon for my collab, so I'm waiting on that. I have volleyballs cut out, ready to go, ready to sew. So after this week, it's going to be straight into product development and stuff like that. So I'm feeling the heat, but I think it'll be okay because I don't have to sew as many shirts. Also, the place that I get my fabric from is like, hey, we're under construction right now, you can't order anything yet. And I'm like, no. So bummer, but we'll just wait and see. Hopefully it'll be back up in the next like week. It'll be fine. Just gotta prioritize different things before we get to that point. But okay, let's do it. So just got in my stickers from the last week or so. I'm waiting for these guys to come in, mostly for orders, because I did run out of my free stickers. Oh my god. Hold up. They're huge. I cannot... So, I probably messed up somewhere, but these were supposed to be really tiny, and they're humongous. So, that's cute. I will find a use for these. I will figure that out. Until then, I have to think about that. And then, these are actually really cute though. Okay, so free sticker, number 1. Oh, cute. Free sticker number 2. So I also have my little darling boy stickers as well. Alright, at least the free stickers turned out great, so you guys can expect to find one of these in your orders. But yeah, and I did check. I did order the correct size of those giant stickers, so getting in contact with them, and hopefully we can get that sorted out. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to end the vlog here, and then the next one we're going to dive into getting my t-shirts ready. So that's going to be my bird shirt process as well as my mob shirt process. And then we're going to get into a few more of like manufacturing things that I'm going to have to get done. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff so we can hang out again, yeah? Bye!